Thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Dungeons and Dragons movie. We'll just start out with introductions. I'll just throw it over to our lovely mage Philomena to start out.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm JL_NiceGirl on Twitter. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm playing Philomena, the better wizard. And she also uses she, her pronouns.
Well, given that better wizard comment, let's go over to our other wizard, Rarik.
Hey, Kika, how are you doing? I can't wait to play Rarik the Great, because Rarik the Great, he really kind of sets a bar. He has he, him pronouns, and he is the greatest wizard that you're going to experience on this broadcast. You know what? There's really not much more to say. I'm going to strap on the championship belt, get ready to dive right into D&D the movie. Take us away, please.
Before I can take us away, we need to introduce Brolbera.
Yo, what's good? My name is I'm Brolbera. I am a dwarf bard. Yes, Zelen, I am a fucking bard. Okay, I play big horn. That is what I do. It's big, it's massive horn. And yeah, no, I'm Gnome. And hey, let's play. I'm super excited. I miss you all so very much.
And last but certainly not least, the elf fighter Zanlin.
I'm Zanlin, Brolbera. I didn't know that you even played a fucking instrument. Now, if you can actually use it, that would be great. I'll do the fighting and blowing up stuff. Maybe blowing up stuff. I'd love to blow up some stuff. Please let me blow up some stuff, some buildings. That would be great. And I'm Moth.
And
whose accent a little bit more Australian and spoken for this wonderful eco-terrorist.
Yes. And as always, I am your DM, Kika. Last time we had a little side adventure in which Zanlin met Rarik after going back to the magic shop, which Philomena and Brolbera live above. They weren't there, but the proprietor of the shop, Mr. Modius, sent them on a bit of an errand where they went to rescue a fortune teller. Well, they didn't know the fortune teller was missing at the time. When they showed up at the fortune teller's shop, they found evidence of an abduction and followed a trail of strange slime into an underground cavern, in which they found a giant octopus, a kuotoa, and 3 suagan, or sahuagin, I believe it's pronounced. I can't. It's different in different media sources, so it's confusing.
3 salty boys.
Yes. 3 salty boys and a fish man. And they saved the fortune teller, who told them Rarik and Zanlin about the quest that Philomena and Brolbera had departed on, and told them that they needed to help the two to help prevent the end of the world. So we meet our adventurers once more as Rarik and Zanlin proceed to the docks, where they find Philomena and Brolbera about to board a ship belonging to Brolbera's cousin.
Oh, this is a nice ship.
It is a fairly nice ship. I'd say it's about an 8 on the ship niceness scale.
I mean, I've not really seen many ships before, but I'm guessing this would be a nice ship.
It looks pretty good to me. I mean, good enough to sail on, I guess, right?
Is it good enough for your holiness?
Yes. I think it's fine. I just wanted to thank you again, best friend Zan, for everything that you helped me with down in the sewers, and the except for the octopus when you talked to it, that was dangerous. But everything else was really helpful. And I wanted to again thank you for your help. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I try to be useful.
I think you're succeeding. I found you very useful.
So, Golbera and Philomena, as you are about to board the ship, you can see Rarick and Zanlin on the docks talking to each other while looking at you and the ship.
Oh no, Brobera.
With the harpy.
Yeah, with the pseudo-harpy.
Brobera.
What?
We have a problem.
What is problem? We have ship.
Look, it's him.
Ah, yes. Giant douchebag.
Yeah. But why is he with Zanlin? Also, I'm really glad Zanlin's okay.
Yeah, where did she go in all of this time? You know,
I don't know. Things got really weird when I started burning people, and I just ran and I lost track. And
Well, that is what violence does. It tends to scramble brain. But,
I hope I don't have to do any more violence.
Well, we shall see. It seems to kind of follow you wherever you go. Just observation. But let us go say hi to our friend, make sure Zanon is okay, and that your not so friend is being kind to her. But I doubt this.
How do they know each other?
Maybe
I don't think Rarick has ever left his apartment.
At this point, the pseudo-harpy flies over to you too and tries to land on Brobera's head.
Oh, hello!
Oh, look at this friend!
Look at you! I thought you were at the shop.
Would this squish Brobera?
As I said
It's
last
like a
session,
human-sized bird.
yeah, it's about the size of a 13-year-old.
I am swole dwarf. Very, very strong for a bard. It's fine.
Hi. And she's just gonna wave to Zanlin, hello.
Oh, hello.
I see you retrieved the harpy from the shop.
Yeah, well, your boss asked me to take her with me.
Really? You met Mr. Modius?
Yeah, he kicked us out pretty quickly.
Is he mad at me?
I mean, he just seemed like a grumpy old fuck. So honestly, I don't know.
Okay. I think somebody might have tried to break down the door or something.
Everything seemed a little bit broken. And then he kicked Rarick out as well.
Yeah.
Like excommunicated?
Yeah,
told-
you have to find a new place to live or what?
Told him to go be useful and go find a fortune teller.
Oh, well, there's no fortune teller here, so
We found her.
Oh.
And he thought that maybe you'd been eaten by the fortune teller,
No.
then by the fortune teller's octopus.
No, I'm not. I haven't been eaten by anything.
At this point, Rarick is going to definitely walk up. I just want to clarify, DM, that during the initial exchange between Brobera and Philomena, we could see them, correct? We could see them talking. Okay. So as Rarick the Great walks up, he will first look at Philomena and say, "Oh, great, you're alive. Yay." And then
What are you doing here?
he will ignore Philomena and extend his hand to Brobera. "Hi, I'm the giant douchebag."
Yes, hello, gentle douchebag, I'm Brobera. And I shake your hand and squeeze just a little too firmly.
And the harpy
that's hard.
puts,
That's harder than it needs to be.
on your two hands.
Oh, he's such a good friend. I love this guy.
Okay, well,
And then
you found me, Rarick, so you can go home and tell Mr. Modius that I'm taking all of my vacation days right now.
I can't. Well, for two reasons. One, the boss told me to come and make sure you didn't kill yourself. So far, so good.
What? No.
You just said that you set some people on fire. So that seems like you're having a tough time out here on your own. So,
you set people on fire. I am so proud of you.
No, you were there. Remember in the library when the people were trying to attack me, and
I saw fire and I got a bit overwhelmed. I got a bit excited, Yeah,
I understand.
Then I went to go stab some people because I'm just like, oh, this is getting me really riled up. Oh, gonna take back the forest. Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was very traumatizing and awful for me.
We'll make
and
a
I hope
warrior
to
out
never
of
do
you.
it again.
Oh, you'll.
don't worry, I'm here. I can take all the heavy lifting now. You can go back to your studies and don't burn people. It's a fiddle, ready to rock and roll.
Okay, I don't know why you're here, but you have to go now, please.
That's right. I'm going on that ship. It's an 8 out of 10, according to my best friend.
I couldn't. He's stuck on me like a barnacle.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that is
Best friend Sam.
No, this is really bad. Look, the thing is that we're here as laborers on the ship, and we both know, Rarick, that you have never worked a day in your life.
I'm management. That's why the boss sent me. He starts walking up the gangplank.
You are not, man.
We got the laborers here. We got 3 of them coming up. Where's my quarters?
There's no nepotism for you on this ship to take advantage of. No.
I think when he says that, Brolbear's cousin sort of comes to the edge of the ship and looks down and says, "Oh, hello. Are you friends with Brolbear?"
No.
Absolutely.
Oh, come
Here to
on.
sail on this fine vessel. Never seen one of its like.
Everyone, come on. We must get going soon.
Oh, boy.
cousin! And I go waddle up to my cousin, give big hug to cousin.
Brolbear! Your cousin tries to hug you a little too hard and lifts you off the ground a bit.
Oh, it's always good to see you.
He can lift both Brolbear and the harpy.
And the harpy.
Yeah, it's very strong.
Yeah, the Hammerstone, we good stock. It is a sturdy, stable folk.
And when we get there, do not worry. I will make sure you get to where you need to go.
I know you're good cousin. What can we do here on the ship for you?
Can you show me where the cannons are?
You can be where the cannons are, but you can only fire at pirates or sea monsters.
I will take that deal.
Or
She talks octopus. Be careful.
no,
I'm sorry.
If octopus is friendly, that's good. We just don't want octopus on ship.
We'll watch that. Put a pin in that.
Yes, you can go up in the crow's nest and look.
Up there?
Yes.
He makes a point to look over at Philomena. Sure thing. And disappears and appears up in the crow's nest.
But is he afraid of heights?
No! He doesn't know what heights are. He's never been outside. This is great.
Yes. Oh God.
I hope that wasn't an important job. He's going to fall asleep in approximately 15 minutes.
It is not too important. We have fairly established route. It will only be important when I tell him it is important, and during that time, if he is not working, I will kick his ass.
Please do that. Do it anyway. Honestly, he could use it.
I feel like doing that too much would impact ship morale negatively.
I mean, I think he's going to impact ship morale negatively, honestly. Just his presence,
I can read lips.
his smell,
You're a terrible liar.
his general demeanor, his attitude.
You
I can speak Philomena's uselessness from up here.
You're starting to make me regret helping you.
Oh, well, I'm better than him in about every way that you can be better than a person. So,
Do you want to be up in Crow's Nest?
I mean, I'll put wherever you want me to.
Well, we mostly just need to take boxes off of ship when we get there.
Oh, okay.
So until
You
then,
want to come man the cannons with me? Yeah.
What's
let's
Robera
go.
doing? Robera, I'll work with Robera.
You can both come sink some pirate ships to the bottom of the ocean and destroy capitalism with me.
Robera has a very important job with me. And it is a secret family job.
Oh.
Are you going to live together?
Well, it is time to set sail. And he just leaves. Just goes off to the steering wheel.
Oh, I knew it. They're gonna show off some muscle together.
Yeah, that or like drink a lot.
I mean, why not both?
Probably both, honestly.
I would drink as well. Alcohol's like the one good thing that you humans have managed to make.
Oh, but they drink dwarven alcohol. It's like way different.
Oh, that's even better, honestly.
Yeah. I don't drink any alcohol.
Yeah, you can't be drinking any alcohol because we have to be on task for sinking these pirate fucks.
I hope we just avoid the pirates.
Well, the ship starts and goes and sets sail, and you know, I don't know that much about ships, so I'm not going to go too much into detail. But you boat your way on over to Calentan.
It's very wooden.
Yes, it's
and
very
floaty.
wood. It floats great, has a lot of cargo. You think you're about to get attacked by pirates at one point, but you don't. It's very spooky, but you get there fine. And
I would say for the first 15 minutes, you're given constant reports about the water surrounding the boat, but right around the 15-minute mark, the reports stop.
Sounds about right.
Zan, having never been on a boat before, probably gets a bit seasick.
Aw. Well, you make it.
gets incredibly seasick.
Oh no. Well, you make it to Calentran without too much happening other than spots of seasickness here and there. The city is a bit older than Divers. It's not quite as big, but it has a very, like an old European city feel where, like, you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of, you can just sort of feel like a lot of history there, even though it's not very super showy. The ship goes into the docks and moors itself, and you get to work moving cargo or avoiding moving cargo. And Robera's cousin goes up to him and says, Robera, there are a few boxes that have a green circle on the corner. Those you move separate from the others, and then someone from the Thieves Guild will come to you. That is about the best I can do, but I think you can probably get there from that contact there.
Okay, I will make sure that this gets to where it needs to go. Thank you for your
Good. Now, maybe don't tell your friend Philomena about this arrangement, because she seems like she might not approve.
Well, she's a complicated lady, but she may not so much approve in the criminal aspect, but this is just commerce. Right?
This is nothing criminal going.
Yeah,
the dwarf law is perfectly fine.
See, I try to explain this to people, and they just don't quite understand dwarf law. Like they don't understand.
But it is good to always have a good family member there that does understand.
Always. That's why it will get done.
And he will give you a wineskin and say, this is for the road. It's the same stuff from last night.
You're so good to me, cousin. I give big hug. And I'll take the wineskin and I'll put it in my pack. And I will go and start moving boxes that we need to go move.
Yeah, it takes about like an afternoon to finish moving the boxes, and it's getting to be dusk around when a purple-skinned individual with 3 eyes and like this fin on the top of his head with 2 kind of burly-looking humans start to walk up the docks in your direction. And they don't really seem to be trying to be inconspicuous at all. They seem to be quite the opposite, in fact. They seem to have a lot of bluster in just how they're going about their business. And they eventually come up to you, and the purple one looks over the group of you and says, "You're not the usual ones."
No, that is because my cousin, he had some of his crew sick, and I come and we fill in. It is fine, do not worry. I assume you are here to pick up your goods. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Good. We have everything here for you, and in exchange, Philomena, we needed something, right? I don't remember what we needed.
A lot of explosives.
No,
I know it wasn't bad.
we need to get the. We need to talk to. Do I have the name of the person? Or-
Yeah, I think you were given the name.
Okay. This was so long ago. And my notes were only half taken. We need to talk to Xylus.
Need to talk to Xylus?
Yes.
Why do you need to talk to Xylus?
It's a matter of great importance that doesn't concern you.
Great importance to a mage is typically of little importance to us.
And we also need explosives.
She needs explosives.
You can buy explosives.
Look, I'm trying. I know it's not. I'm not even really a real mage yet. I've been working my way up from this, and they don't treat me the same as and she looks to Rarick, the rich mages.
Robertus starts laughing. Rich mage. That's what he is.
And what is a mage and a wannabe mage doing here asking to see Xylus?
Does it matter to you?
Yes, it matters to
Personally?
me. Yes, it's my job to care about these things.
I mean, we got some shit.
I thought it was your job to carry crates. Look, I just need to see
I have
Violet.
many talents.
I'm sorry. I should have recognized that. I need to see Xylus, please, on a matter of. I'm trying to save the world.
I think when she says that, can I cast... Oh, never mind. Just kidding. Didn't pick it.
Oh no.
Just kidding. Thought I picked it.
Roll persuasion, please.
Okay. That's a 6.
No one seems to be helping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say at this point from the back, Rarick, who can understand everything that's going on with his lip reading talent, would step forward and say, there, student Philomena. This is a lesson learned in negotiations and social interaction. Hello, my good friend. We are here to meet Xylus. We are here to meet Xylus for the most important reason in all the world, money.
Please take me to Xylus so I have to spend as little time as possible with this person. Please.
She should have just started with this sort of interaction tactic from the get-go. It's a much stronger standpoint just for future references.
Oh, okay. I just try not to interact with that person at all.
Well, I mean, you're saying that you're trying to save the world or something, and that seems like a big buggle hoo-ha drama fest, but you say money. People pay attention to money.
She likes to bury the lead, but that's okay because we're here. It's money time. We're going to talk to Xylus, get that money flowing.
What's money?
Anybody? Exactly. See? Best friend Zan. Always thinking, mum's the word.
No, really, what is money?
We'll talk about that in a bit. Philomena probably can explain it to you. We'll see. She gets lost sometimes whenever there's deep thought that needs to be delineated through speech. But take it to Xylus, and hopefully the money that will be generated will have a splash effect and fall into the right pockets. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Points at the Wrangler guy.
Roll persuasion.
This will go fantastic because if you haven't guessed, Rarick's charisma is awful. It's not that bad. It's a 12.
12. He says, I seem to be a little light right now. I might float away if you're not careful. If you get my meaning, it's hard for me to lead you anywhere if I can't keep my feet on the ground.
We should show you at least something that could weigh you down so we don't lose you to the ether. And he reaches behind. He reaches into his robe, and in the back pocket of his robe, like the Bruce Springsteen pocket, he pulls out a cube, not a bar, but a cube of gold. Flips it to him.
He snatches it greedily.
How do you flip a cube?
Just like you flip a die. End over end.
That explains why I get so bad rolls.
You just drop it.
Yeah.
He takes the cube, sort of inspects it closely, bites one of the corners. The other two guys are sort of like eyeing it, sort of very... You can sort of tell by the way that they're looking at the cube that they're probably going to try to steal it or stab him and take it later. But this guy doesn't seem to mind too much, and he says, all right, get the boxes. We'll get going.
Okay. Rarick will turn around to his friends whenever he can get companions, whenever he can get a step or two away out of earshot, and he'll say, we have an hour before that disappears.
What? That is just going to disintegrate? What?
Well,
I get this one.
I'm hoping they think that they've stolen it from one another and then they get into a big fight. But I'm thinking outside the box, the cube. That's what I was doing. Okay, let's go. That's all he says.
Yeah, we'll follow.
Philomena's gonna cast Mage Armor on herself.
Just in case. Contingency plan.
Yeah.
So, these three gentlemen guide you through some back alleys to a side entrance of a of this building, old stone building. They push open this creaky wooden door, and inside seems to be this sort of shabby bar. You get a few looks from some patrons inside. There aren't a whole lot, and all of them seem to be visibly armed. But this character leads you to a sort of cellar door and opens it, leads you downstairs into this room, this underground room that is way bigger than you'd expect it to be, maybe like 50 by 50 feet. And it just has, I'm just guessing 50 by 50 feet. I'm bad at measurements. I'm better at metric.
Is a big room.
Is a big room. It has all these like lavish tapestries hung from the walls. There's pillows everywhere, these fancy couches and chairs, and it's very lavish, very comfy, it looks like if someone threw you across the room, you wouldn't get hurt. And inside, towards the back, there is this bald man with gold earrings talking to these three young women and sort of laughing. The women seem to sort of just be placating him a bit. But as he sees you enter, he looks up and is like, "Eh? What's all this? Who's coming to... Who are you lot coming in here?" The purple-skinned person just says, "Yeah, they said they have business with you. And you just bring them in all willy-nilly?" And purple guy says, they made a convincing argument. And he sort of gives him a wink. And the bald guy's like, eh, and just sort of waves him away.
Oh, this place is real bougie.
Yeah, it's super bougie. So, what business do you have with me?
Right. Well, I need about 20 tons of explosives and maybe... You got any magical fire? I'll get some magical fire.
Do I look like an arms dealer to you?
I mean, it could be.
I'm going to message Brolbera. Brolbera, I need you to convince him to give us the Eye of the Dragon, or like, yeah.
Look, friend, we are here for very important business. Come, would you like a drink? And I pull out a fancy wineskin and hold it up. We talk business.
He looks slightly less irritated and a little curious, and says, "Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. I'm always willing to try some dwarven drink."
This is not just any dwarven drink. This is best dwarven drink.
I've been told that by every single dwarf I've ever met.
But this makes little demon dogs sing. It is good stuff.
Is that some sort of euphemism?
No, it's true. It literally made a demon dog sing.
It's lovely.
I guess he believes that. I mean, you're not lying, but...
I will, I don't have glass on me, so if you'd like, you could just drink straight from the bottle. It'll be good for you. And I go ahead and hand it to him. And, we are on a very important mission. We need to find a very particular object. It is from very large creature.
What are you talking about?
Well, What moment? And I'm like,
Philomena's gonna message the eye of the dragon.
it is from dragon. We need dragon eye.
You came all the way here just for a chance to get the eye of the dragon.
Yes. It is very important we get this.
Well, you can have it if you can get it.
Oh, well, where is it? We'll go get it now.
It is the prize at the center of the guild maze.
What is guild maze?
Oh, it's just a little amusement I set up a while back. It's just let's call it a game.
Oh, I like games. I'm good at games.
It is just a simple little thing made to test the skills of any who are ambitious enough to try to claim the prize.
Well, I mean, we are an ambitious group. Zanlin in particular, she's quite ambitious, and Philomena, she's good with magic. I am good at many things, and then there's Rerick, and he's Rerick.
He's great.
He has money.
He's great. He's Rerick the Great. Oh,
no, he's really not. That's wrong.
During about now, Rerick, you notice as these young women start to move about. One is bringing a tray for drinks, another one is leaving the room. The one that's leaving and sort of going past you is trying to pick your pocket.
Since I can create something that's inanimate in my pocket, he makes a mousetrap.
Yeah, you just hear this snap, and she just yow, and pulls her hand out really fast, and there's this mousetrap at the end of it, and
where'd you get that mousetrap?
She just sort of gives you a dirty look. And
is that my mousetrap?
She just shuffles off.
Why would you trap a mouse? Oh my god, you humans are monsters.
That's how you get money.
By killing mice?
No, he's just he's a monster. You're right. We should leave him as soon as possible.
Yes, you're absolutely right. We should definitely kill all of human civilization. I'm totally with you there, Philomena.
I mean, not all of them, but definitely him. I mean, I don't know about killing him. Just leave him on the side of the road and let him fend for himself. He might die that way either.
But if I do that, then he'll come cut down the trees or something else.
Oh, he could not lift an axe if he wanted to. It's fine.
This is true.
I guess we'll see.
Anyway, this maze, where is it?
Oh, you're talking to me now? You're now having a conversation with me?
Well, yes. I mean, I wasn't before because you weren't talking to me. You were talking. Can we please go to the maze, please?
I suppose you can serve some sort of entertainment for us.
I'm sure we'll try our darndest.
He just claps twice, and a wall at the side just sort of slides in and over, and then there's this stone passageway going down into the dock. He says, "It's right this way."
Can I roll insight? Oh God, I shouldn't do it. Something
I can. Yeah, I was gonna say, could I roll an insight check?
Weird,
Yeah, go for it. Anyone can roll insight at any time.
Oh no!
Rerick has a passive 15.
I rolled a 7.
I rolled an 8.
I can't get my dice out of its box. That would be a 19. Thank you.
Yeah, Rerick and Zanlin, you guys You guys get the sense that, like, while he probably is leading you to the maze, he also sort of doesn't expect you to come out of the maze. He seems to. He definitely is implying that you all are just going to serve as entertainment.
This maze shall be your grave. Can we at least, I don't know, have something to eat before we go into this maze?
Did you bring food?
Did we bring food?
I have jerky.
I have
Not enough to
liquor.
share.
I'll take some jerky and some liquor, thanks.
And the wine.
I- I didn't offer, but yeah, sure, I'll give you some.
May
That's
I
fine.
please have some jerky, best
Yeah.
friend Rerick?
Yeah, of course. There you go.
She's gonna just huff it. All right. And can I have a swig of that, Brolbearer?
Nah, of course. And I hand you over the flask.
She'll just take a big swig of it.
Oh God.
Hey, Xylus, how many people have made it out of the maze?
Oh. Well, if you make it out, you would be. Carry the one. You'd be the first.
Hey, that sounds.
I
awesome.
like
How many-
those odds.
What happens to the people that don't make it through the maze?
They don't make it out,
So they're just hanging out in there?
more or less. But look at it this way. At least the prize is still in there.
Like, how did you put the prize in there? Like, you made it out, right?
I built the maze around it.
That is smart.
Zan's going to pass the flask over to Philomena.
Thank you. Okay, let's go.
As Xylus guides you down the passageway, he pulls on a rope that's hanging not too far inward and pulls it twice. And then even from underground, you can hear these bells ringing up above. And as you keep going further down, sorry. As you progress further down, you start hearing voices sort of emanating up from down where you guys are headed. And it's not that much longer until the passageway opens up to a very large cavern. To your left are these sort of spiraling staircases that go down into this sort of lowered arena-ish setup ahead of you. There are these bars in front of you and a ledge all around the outside so people can look down into this maze that you can just see down below you. It is large and stone, and even just looking down, you can see a few old skeletons and a few dismembered bodies laying inside the maze. You can sort of get the gist that it leads to the center. So you want to get towards there. You can see just this square stone, almost pillar that doesn't quite reach the ceiling in the center. And here you have it, the maze. There are people already on the ledge looking down at the maze, getting excited as they see you enter. They're talking and more people are coming in. Rarick, with your amazing ability of perception, you can catch a few people betting here and there, being like, how long do you think they'll last? Nah, probably only 40 seconds. Nah, I bet they'll last 2 minutes.
Rarick will cast message to one of them as they're talking, and he will implant in their head, I don't know, I heard one of them's a very powerful mage.
That guy turns and is like, a powerful mage? What? And then like this, you basically quickly get like the sense that like talk of a powerful mage in the group is sort of starting to spread through the crowd. Just with the excitement of the betting and getting ready to see some action, you can tell that they're not really thinking through what they're saying very much, so they're just repeating things.
Can Rarick place a bet on himself?
I guess.
Is that allowed? Yeah, he has 1 gold piece and 2 silver pieces that he would like to place on himself to make it out of the maze.
The person you placed the bet with is this sort of tall, muscular guy who just has his arms crossed in front of him, and he just smiles at you and says, yeah, sure you will.
I'm a very powerful mage.
All right, then. Let's see it.
But if you can, kind of, jack the odds up in my bet's favor. So tell them that I'm surrounded by, to counteract my mage abilities, I have an incompetent acolyte with me. So there's a potential for magical shenanigans. Hopefully that'll kind of, drum up some better odds.
Trust me, the odds couldn't be.
Can I hear this?
Yes, you can.
Philomena's just gonna message him being like, I know. I've burned people to a crisp before, just recently. Maybe I got a taste for it, Rarick. Maybe you should just stop being an asshole.
Anywho, he's still talking to the person taking the bet. I gotta go. Maze to conquer and everything. But there's the bet. Rarick the Great. I'll be back to collect what I assume will be substantial winnings. Anywho, I'm the leader of the group, so I better go and get everybody set.
Rarick, I swear to all of the gods, I will inflict mortal pain on you. You will turn me into a criminal.
I wish you would just give me a chance, Philomena. My best friend Zan loves me. And I think that if you gave me a chance instead of always just hating me, I think that it would have been a lot better for both of us. It would have been a great relationship, full of enrichment and mutual arcane sharing. Let's go in the maze. And he walks off.
So what do the walls of this maze look like?
They're worked stone pretty much uniformly.
Do they look scalable?
Not easily.
I'll take that as a yes. Can I try climbing one of the walls?
So you all are going down into the maze and then trying to climb one of the walls?
Climbing the walls or jumping from the stairs to one of the wall ledges, maybe.
There's these iron bars that sort of block you from getting from the ledges or the stairs to the walls of the maze. But once you're in the maze, the walls are open top. You can look down. People can look down and see.
Once we get in the maze, I'm going to try scaling one of the walls. Please.
Okay, so all of you are going into the maze? Okay, so you enter into the maze, and this first corridor is this long stone passageway with these slats occasionally in them, and there are sort of these streams of light that sort of go from these slats. And Rarick, with your amazing perception and investigation, you can just tell that this hallway is riddled with traps. there's just oodles of traps.
This hallway looks safe, Philomena. Go right on ahead. See if you can see anything.
Oh, no.
Joking. Even Rarik's not going to do that. Wait, stop, everybody. Apparently, this maze isn't just a fun maze. Apparently, it's a deadly maze with traps. Somebody that can take care of those. I've alerted you to the trap presence.
I'd like to. Is there like a rock or some debris on the ground? Because I'd like to just pick it up and throw it down the area.
There is an old bone on the ground.
Cool. I pick it up.
You pick up this bone and you throw it down the passageway. And every time this bone passes through one of these sort of like light lines, a bladed pendulum just swings down and starts swinging in the passageway. And all like when the bone clatters at the end of the hallway, there's about 8 swinging pendulums swinging across the passageway between you and the other end.
Look, problem solved.
They're still swinging.
Yeah, but now we see them. It's fine. It's good.
I'm scaling that wall.
Rarik, also, you're pretty sure that that's not all the traps. You think there are some spaces on the ground where if you step on them, some other things will happen.
Okay, so Rarik, what he'll do is he's carrying his new favorite lantern on a stick that's sticking out of his kind of like pack, and he's going to conjure his mage hand, which, as narratively done last time, is a blue glowing hand with a pair of fingerless gloves with tassels along the back end of it. He's going to appear that on the ground and walk across using mage hand fingers and hit some of those suspect spots, trying to...
Yeah. And during this, is Zanlin scaling the wall?
Yes.
Please do an athletics.
Oh, good. I'm proficient. 18.
18. You like start climbing the wall. You can get some handholds here and there, but sort of close to the top, it seems like they intentionally tried to wear the stone down so it's a lot smoother. So it's very difficult to make it all the way up, but you are able to get most of the way up. But just reaching as far as you can't quite make it.
Can someone send the harpy up to come pull me up, please?
You look up and you see the harpy like on the ledge looking down at you guys.
Can you help me up, please?
Like behind the bars.
Oh.
The harpy did not go into the maze.
Smart. Smart.
The mage hand that is walking across the floor hits some of these pressure plates, and when it does, a spike just shoots up from between the cobblestones about like 2 feet high, and one of them hits the mage hand and just...
Lord! I mean, I hope this isn't indicative of the entire trap budget for this maze. I mean, this is the first hallway.
How long is the hallway?
It's about it is about 20 meters long.
20 meters. Oh no. That makes sense to me, but I don't know what that does in Dungeons and Dragons.
Can I try
That's about 60 feet, I think.
60 feet? Okay. Cool. I'm going to
try to jump up the last bit of the wall.
Oh, you're just going to jump it up? That is hard and brave, and that will require an athletics. And that DC. Yes.
Big money, big money, big money. Oh my god.
What?
Okay. So that was natural 20 plus 3.
Nice. just with a big, just channeling your big warrior energy. You just pull yourself really hard up and jump off at the same time, and are able to reach out and just grab the edge of the wall. And you pull yourself up, and you can hear screams from the crowd like they've never seen anyone actually manage to do this before. And people are just going crazy. And you look up and you see the guild leader, and he just looks really upset. Like,
she's just gonna take a bit of a bow to the crowd and look at the guild leader and go,
if you would like to make an impression on the crowd, you can roll performance for that.
yes, please. I'm not sure. What is my performance? 0. Okay. 12.
People seem to, like, half seem to like you, the other half seem to be annoyed by you messing up the bets.
Mm.
And the rest of you are still in this swinging pendulum blade hallway.
Right,
Does it look like there's... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Can I see anything of interest from up here?
You can see a bit further into the maze. You see that one of the rooms up ahead is this hallway full of these stone tiles, each with like different colored eyes on them. There are some other passages to the side, and roll me perception for that. Oh,
16?
16. With a 16, you're able to see some movement in those side passageways, but you're not quite sure what that is.
Okay. Well, be careful.
Okay, sorry.
I can't help any more from up here, so see ya. And she's going to keep running along the tops of the maze.
Wow.
I'm a goober and did not pick my spells, so I've been doing that. But I am going to cast Misty Step and just poof to the end of the hallway.
Okay, so you successfully bypass all the traps just by Misty Stepping. You can hear some shouts of people insisting that you all are cheating, but you successfully make it to the end of the hallway, and this is where like the passageway sort of forks a bit. There's like these two doors side by side, and you can choose one or the other. And still, Brobera and Rarick are still at the.
Rarick will turn to Brobera and say, "Don't worry, friend. I won't leave you. I'll make sure that we can get through here together."
Do you have magic for this, or no?
I do. I could have saved myself like Philomena did, but I don't want to leave you back here by yourself, my friend. Who knows what type of nefarious shenanigans could ensue. So I will stay here with you, and we will find a way through.
Zan's just going to shout. Zan's going to shout out, "Toss him!"
Yeah,
What?
Toss him!
That's what I was totally thinking of doing. Get him up to the wall. Can you catch him?
Nobody tosses a dwarf.
Oh no, I was going to toss Rarick.
Brobera is notably more swole than Rarick.
That's why my nickname is Swolbearer. You know, it's just how these
And I have some strength.
Can I look around and see? Since there's not a massive pile of bones here at this particular test, and we actually saw that people made it through this area there has to be a way to bypass the the traps. And if people were screaming that everyone else was cheating, obviously the people made it through in a different fashion before. So Rarick is going to throw his observation intellect into looking for countermeasures to see if the spikes on the floor, if activated, would stop the blades. Some type of kind of bypass through the traps.
Looking, you think if you are careful, you might be able to get up, like jump up on one of the swinging pendulums and have your feet on the non-bladed side and maybe jump from one to the next to get across.
That sounds awful, Kika. But I mean,
Have you seen the movie, Greg?
no, I told you. I wanted to make sure that I was surprised by these powerful plot points.
Oh
It's all in
no.
shock. I'm shocked and confused right now.
It's a rogue maze friend.
It's a rogue maze. It was made by rogues for rogues.
All right. Well, I'm pretty awesome. So
I can't believe you have that shitty Blu-ray.
They bought it. They bought
I
the
bought
last
it. I
two
bought
on
it.
Amazon.
Yeah, I got the other last copy.
I was there.
It was beautiful. Totally worth $8. It came with another movie too.
Yeah,
It's
came with
it's
the
got
first one
second
and
one,
second.
The
Came with the
Wrath of the
sequel.
Dragon God, which I've never seen.
They made two.
And probably never.
They made 3.
Oh God.
So, Redick, how is your acrobatics? Are you good?
Fantastic.
On your feet? Yeah. Nah?
yeah,
Okay.
fantastic.
Okay. Shall we go?
Sure. Yeah, we can.
Go on, give it a try. The worst you can do is get cut in two.
Be careful, Robera.
This will be fun. I spit on my hands, and I like to go wait in time and jump onto pendulum.
Roll in acrobatics, please.
Roll acrobatics. Oh, that's good. 21.
21. Yeah, you easily get on top of this pendulum, and you'll sort of wait a bit up there to sort of get the idea of the swinging rhythm, and then you jump to the next one and the next, and you're able to just leap off the last one and land quite steadily on the other side.
Okay. Before I actually get over though, I would like Brobera to wait on each one and make sure that Rarick gets on.
Okay.
So just kind of
You
like
can
I'll go to the next one, like, you here? I give you hand just in case, like, and go to the next one.
Rarick, Greg knows that Rarick can't do this. So Greg is going to have Rarick actually use his head for a second. He pulls out the wand that was gifted to him in his last episode, and he is going to work from blades closest to Philomena. In fact, if he can catch Philomena in just the edge of this, he might, as he is going to walk back web spells from 20, 40 to 60 back to him and see if he can't gum up the works when they come out, like, Spider-Man, the stuff.
Nice.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you're trying to hit Philomena, then I guess.
I'm joking. I mean, it's just like, a little bit of web would happen to splash up on her clothing.
Okay. So you wouldn't be full on restraining her.
No, I'm not like blasting. No.
Okay, well, that does seem to work. You're able to hit some of these pendulums, and they sort of like stretch the webs a bit, but then they like spring back and sort of spring back and forth a little bit till they are resting and held by these webs. And yeah, you're able to use that wand to disarm that trap using probably 4 charges.
Okay. Woo! I just remembered that, Brobera. I didn't want you to have to jump anymore. That's fantastic. I was going to follow you, and then I thought, silly me.
You would also
very clever.
You would also remember that there's still those pressure plates on the floor.
Oh yeah, he's going to point those all out to Brolbert. Like his mage hand would point. Here's one, and then here, and then here, and then here, and the mage hand would follow and point out the various pressure plates. Here's one.
Okay, so you're able to transverse that passageway fairly simply and get to the other side where there are these two doors and Philomena. And Zanlin is still up above.
Hello.
And went off ahead. So are you going like way off ahead and trying to get to the center of the maze directly up there?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, she's going to try and go a little bit ahead and sort of shout out down to them what's ahead of them.
Okay, well,
I'm being slightly helpful. Not incredibly, just slightly.
Well, from what you can make out up there, the most direct route would be through this room with all these stone tiles with colored eyes on them.
Any of you good at puzzles?
I'm good at games.
What kind of puzzles?
A tile puzzle. I think you have to. Looks like you have to step on the right one. It's got lots of tiles with eyes. If you win, you get through directly to the center of the maze. If you lose, I think you die. So, good luck.
I'm great at puzzles.
He might actually be good at this.
I'm able to see if any of them look more worn down than others.
Roll investigation, I think, with disadvantage because you're kind of up.
Yeah, I'm kind of up high. Oh, it wasn't too bad. 14?
There's sort of even amount of wear on most of the colored tiles towards the beginning. Sort of further in, some of the red tiles seem a little bit more worn, but there may be some blue tiles that also kind of seem... It doesn't seem super straightforward from where you're standing, but you kind of get like an idea that red might be safer.
Try red. Blue bad, red not so bad.
There's red, blue, and yellow.
No fucking idea about yellow. No, probably avoid it because it looks like piss.
Yeah, that sounds like good advice.
Are there more bones?
No.
Or rocks or something?
Not in this.
He uses a rock in the movie. I'm sorry, there can be no rocks here. There can be no rocks. It's fine. I just wanted to. No, it's fine.
I already used that trick in the first one.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
There are ominous piles of ash all around you.
Amazing.
You cough a bit, and it's gross.
I trust Adlin. She said go on blue. I will go step on blue.
No, not blue.
She said red.
I said red.
Red. I'll go step on red. Look, my foot was just about to go on blue.
If you die, I will drag your body out of this fucking maze, bring it to a cleric, resurrect you so I can kick your ass again.
Please don't die.
That's not fair. It's fine. Look, she got a better view. That is a good battle strategy, is it not? I will step on red.
Okay, you step on the first red tile, which seems to be bigger than most of the others and have these like little beams coming out of the eye, and it's kind of nifty but also a little spooky. And as you put your foot on it, you hear like a click click, and then the wall behind you starts slowly moving forward.
Oh boy.
I said it looked a bit safer.
I should have stepped on blue?
No.
How far across is the room?
Another 60 feet.
Another 60 feet. Cool. I'm going to cast Blade Ward on myself and use my dash action and my move action to get across.
Okay.
This wall is... Can I reach this wall that's moving?
You can like walk around and stand on it, yeah.
Oh, I can get a lift if I want. I can be really lazy. She's not going to do that. She's going to grab one of her many, many daggers and just try and wedge it in to stop it. Just wedge it into one of the like gap. I'm guessing there's like the wall, and there's kind of like an intersection, like a little.
Yeah.
You try wedge that dagger in.
I can tell you right now that that's probably not going to work.
You just hear the blade. Tink.
Yeah.
It's okay. At least you can say she tried.
And then a tink.
Well, I tried.
Using Rarik's passive investigation, does he pick up anything that might assist in the code used to jump across, like the particular route?
Yeah, you'd be able to tell them, like, if you step on non-red tiles, it's a pretty bad idea. And also, Philomena's running across the room right now. So that'll give you some more information. Because as Philomena is running, I am assuming she is not paying super much attention to where she's stepping.
I mean, I'm going to try and hit as many of the red ones as I can. But, like, if it's too big of a jump, she'll just do it. She has Blade Ward on her.
Okay. I would like you to roll a reflex.
Okay.
Save.
Dex save.
Yes. I still have 3rd edition reflex.
Oh, yeah, dang. You're playing different games.
Yeah. That's a 16.
16. Well, as you're running across, you do happen to like hit 1 or 2 panels and gouts of fire spurt out of the walls, but you're only mostly singed by them.
Okay.
So
I'll cast Absorb Elements. And yeah.
So that would be 6, and then you have it with your absorb elements.
Absorb Elements.
So you take 3 damage from that because of your absorb elements, but you do make it across.
All right.
But as you make it across, the circular exit, like on the other side of the room, there's a big stone circular exit, and then just this stone circle just starts lowering slowly about the same rate as the wall is pushing forward. And it's starting to push Brobera and Rarik closer to where the eye panels start.
Just go, come on.
Don't worry, Brobera. I won't leave you, my friend.
I know
Let's
you
go
will.
together.
I will pick Rarik up, and I will just bolt across.
I'll go under the door.
I mean, Philomena did it. It'll be fine.
Roll your reflex.
Can I buff myself for this?
Can I assist with a look out? Because I can see things coming, like step to the right, to the left, kind of guiding.
Allow it, given that he's carrying you.
I'm very observant.
That's with Dex.
Yeah. Since you're getting help.
17. If I need to roll a luck, I'll roll a luck.
17 is pretty good. You're able to get across 1 or 2 of the flame jets spurt out, but they spurt out like behind you, and you're able to make it mostly across and get under that stone disc.
Okay, I like just before I even make a cross, I'll take like Rarik and just kind of like roll him the rest of the way so he can get there first.
Okay, so as Rarik is gonna roll with this slide then and just slide on his robes, and he's going to come out underneath the closing door, and if Philomena's there, he just rolls in like this.
I don't like that one.
Hey, I didn't leave our friends.
He's good. He's good.
I trust Brobera to be able to handle himself.
I did.
You did a really good job, Zanlin. Thanks for the help.
I am helping.
I know, that's what I mean. Thank you. Is there a big ruby in the in the center? Am I here? Do I remember the movie right?
Okay, you get to this center part, but
Stop spoiling it, jeez.
I'm sorry. I just love this movie so much.
I really need to actually watch it. I still haven't. It's just sitting here.
I've watched it 4 times.
I had 3 weeks to watch it, and
Four
literally just
four
never
times.
got
That's
around
as many as all of it, and that's terrible.
I've watched it more than 4 times.
So
Sorry.
you enter this last stone room. It's probably about 10 feet by 10 feet. It's pretty small compared to the other rooms, and on the far side of it is it's pretty much like up against this pillar, and inlaid in this stone pillar is this intricate looking lock, but in front of it are these moving blades that sort of spin back and forth in front of it, and then 2 like spiked jaws that go open and close in front of it. And as you're standing there, out of the wall comes this golden hand holding an hourglass, and it turns and sand starts spilling out from the top to the bottom. And this sort of grated, spiked just thing just starts lowering down from the ceiling on chains. There's still like a gap between the top of the walls and the spikes, though, if Zanlin wanted to like get in there. But she doesn't have to. But if she wanted to, she'd have to act kind of quick.
So, just explain again what I could do.
You can get in that room with the other people before the grate with the spikes on it blocks you off from them.
What advantage is there to doing this?
You will physically be with the rest of your party members, making it so making it so you could directly interact with things in the room.
Sounds fake. Can I still see them past the spikes?
Yeah, you can definitely see, and it is set up that way so people can see exactly what's happening. The people are around the just overlooking seem to like be shouting like with excitement. You get the sense that not a lot of people get it quite this far, but also you're pretty sure no one's made it out of here before.
She'll look at the crowd. All right, then. Do you want me to go in? Am I going in? And she's going to start revving them up and seeing what they do. Am I getting down there, folks?
One of them knows, yeah, go in, you can do it. You can totally solve that lock. And everyone's like, yeah, go in.
I almost took knock.
She'll just salute and fall backwards off the ledge and land with a flip.
And as you do, you hear some laughing from the crowd. One person being like, oh my God, she actually did it. But yeah, that spiked grate is getting down lower and time is ticking away.
There's a lock on the door, yes.
Yes.
What is
Behind moving blades and chomping spike bits.
All right, what is it made of?
Metal.
Metal.
How much did this place cost?
Okay. Eric, use your
Yep.
web spell,
Hmm.
please.
Oh, there was the magic word. But
Oh my God.
how would you propose that I use my magic that seems to be saving the day?
I
This
think
is
you
a test for the lesser. Go ahead.
I hate you so much. I think you should use the
You're my
web.
friend.
You should use the
Time's
web
ticking.
spell to make the blades and stuff stop so that I can go break the lock.
Okay. Who used 2 webs? That's
I like that
Sound
sound.
effect was perfect.
Yeah, the two webs just splat out on this contraption, and the blades just start straining against them, but they get mostly gummed up. Like one you think would have cut, like the blades would have started cutting through, but with the two, you are pretty sure that it got in the mechanisms and gummed the whole thing up.
Do you cast it like this though?
Yes.
You just stick the wand in your sleeve and like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's on like a band in his, and as he fires it out, he'll look over at Philomena. What's up, Danger? Go ahead.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
I'm your friendly neighborhood spiders, man.
I would like to cast Shatter on the lock.
Oh,
Like,
dang.
60 or like however many feet it is on a point centered on the lock.
It is a small room.
How small?
15 by 15.
Okay, I'm gonna tell everybody to back up like 5 feet and cast Shatter on the lock because it's a 10-foot sphere.
Philomena, is your goal to destroy the lock?
Yeah.
Can I help you a bit? I can spam acid splash, just bubble it up and get that nice and weak. You hit it.
The spiked grade is getting lower and lower. You can't.
You can't just spam cantrips.
It's getting closer.
Why don't you take care of that?
Now.
Why don't you take care of that and I'll break the lock, okay?
What I hear is Rarick do everything.
You know what? You can hear whatever you want. You take care of that. I'm gonna break the lock and I cast Shatter on the lock.
Okay.
That's 3d8. I don't have enough d8s. 1 second.
Yeah, do your 3d8, please.
You need more d8s.
Oh, I have lots of d8s. I just don't know what dice wizards use, so I didn't grab enough. That's a d4. Oh my god, there we go. Okay, that is 10 damage.
Okay, you cast Shatter, and there's this big thunderous boom that reverberates outward. Luckily, you told everybody to back up so they're not caught into it. The blades basically blast away from the lock, and even like the hourglass is in the radius, and that just shatters, and all the sand falls to the ground, and the lock just gets shooken up and cracks for a minute, and it just crumbles out. And with that, the grate stops lowering and starts moving up, and the door in front of you opens into a dimly lit chamber with just a red glow emanating from inside. The crowd is silent at this. They are just stunned that you actually made it just through this maze almost entirely unscathed. And after a few moments, a cheer
Also,
erupts from them.
completely unscathed because technically the 3 damage was on my arcane ward. So I haven't taken any damage.
He's like, actually, crowd, I technically didn't get hurt.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not burnt or anything.
Actually,
So what I want to do is I want to go in and
I want to check for traps first.
Go for it. Check for traps.
do it. Okay.
Is that just perception or investigation? Or
It can be either.
I'll
Whichever.
go with perception. It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You detect a grand total of 0 traps.
Coast is clear.
All right. I will go in.
Probably. Maybe.
I will go in and I will take the very large ruby.
Yes, as you enter the room, you see this pedestal with a ruby about the size of a fist sitting on it. And there's like a thin layer of dust over everything because no one's been in here.
Oh,
I will
that's
take
bougie
it.
as fuck.
And I will put it in my portable hole. Oh,
Alright.
Before you
Yes.
grab anything, Rarick wants to stand. Now we can see the whole crowd, right? The whole crowd can see us, and they're
Yeah.
like watching in stunned silence. Rarik's going to stand in the middle of the room then once the traps are not there and say, do you want to see this finished?
Oh my god.
Do you want to see us win?
Oh my god, she's going to take the ruby and put it in the
He's
portable
going to
hole.
start conjuring fog cloud to obscure their vision. If you want to see us win, throw us coin. Coin for the victors.
Oh my god. The ruby is in the portable hole, and the portable hole is down the
Doing
front of her
fog
shirt.
cloud.
Roll performance, please.
Sure. That's a natural 20 on roll 20.
Oh god.
Eric Vulgaris.
Are you not entertained?
Eric Vulgaris endorses this.
The crowd just goes wild, cheering and screaming, and just some coins just rain into the pit.
Do I get hit by one?
You all get hit by some.
Ugh.
You'll take 2 damage from coins.
Why did you
Help it
ask
out,
them to hit us like this with large shiny rocks, you fuck?
They're mostly silvers and coppers, but you make about 20 gold in that.
I start spinning it up. If it's no, it's gold, and don't hit us with them. It's gold, or you don't see the end. And the fog cloud gets thicker and thicker and thicker.
I think at this point, someone in the crowd will dispel the fog.
You're an
You're all-
idiot.
When the fog is dispelled, the ruby's gone.
And people are screaming about just screaming now, just with anger and excitement. And you think that a good number of them are mad because you messed up their bets?
Probably. Okay, we need to go before they kill us.
Why would
They're not gonna kill us.
We just-
They're definitely going to kill us, right?
I think Rarik has to collect his bet first.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta get my bet.
There's Rarik, you are usually
Yeah.
very insightful. They are going to kill us.
No, I can cause a riot if we need to.
You are
So far, I've been 100% right.
can
100.
I'm not good at math. but-
I have a question.
It's not wrong.
DM, does his magnificent passive insight explain to him that he is probably not going to get out of this alive?
I'm pretty sure it does, but he's ignoring it.
Okay, good.
It's very tough to RP.
You're so much. Robera, look, he can die all he wants. We need to go.
Where's my money? And he looks around for the person that took his bet.
Well, you make your way back out of the maze, and the person that took your bet is not waiting for you, but the guild leader is, as his arms crossed in front of over his chest, and he's like, "Yeah, that was pretty good. Never seen anyone best my maze. I extend my compliments to you."
Thank you. We'll be going now. Bye.
Is that
Of
the
course.
drag? Is that the eye of the dragon then?
Yep.
Of course, you are free to go after you return to me what is mine.
No, see, that's not what we're going to do because you said it was the prize and we beat the maze. So this is the prize. Or it is the prize because it's gone. I'm not holding it.
Well, if you don't have it, we're going to have to find out where it is.
Oh, I don't know. I guess we gotta go now. Bye.
Do you mean this? And he pulls out the eye of the dragon. This?
Yes.
I don't want it. He's going to take his mage hand and lift it up, way, way up, the fingerless glove mage hand, and he's going to take it over the crowd. That dragon eye over there over the crowd.
Pull a knife on you?
Please don't.
You don't want to kill me because if I lose my concentration, it falls into that crowd and I'll probably not give it back to you. Oh, it's so hard to maintain. We're just going to leave. We're going to leave, and the farther that we get away, it'll come back to you. It's called an insurance policy, my friend.
Well, also, let's just say that if we don't leave here with it, I will probably detonate all those explosives I planted in your maze?
We were watching you the whole time. We did not see you plant any explosives.
Yeah, that's why I'm so good.
Can I try and just
Can I please bluff?
You can, but it's going to be an enormously high DC.
Oh,
While,
let's see.
while she's doing that,
Shit.
can I
Oh.
tug on Phil and give me the pouch?
No, I.
Or
I am
can
gonna
That's persuasion, right? Deception.
gonna-
Persuasion.
Yeah, deception.
Well, I don't have a plus to any of those, but it was a 19.
19. Scowls at you. He looks at Rarick, and he sort of just grabs Rarick by the shirt and brings the knife up to his throat and well, I could just end you here and then you won't be a problem to me anymore, and then I'll just have to deal with my own people.
I'd like to crack my knuckles very loudly. I would
During
not
this,
recommend
some armed guards also start coming in, and other thieves, and they have their weapons out.
You know that we can just kill you right here if you don't let us go.
I'd like to slowly, as I'm watching the guards pull out this giant ram's horn and look threatening with it.
We were just going to leave. That'll trail behind us. I need to pick up my winnings. That's all I really want. And then
just give
you
him
can have the dragon's eye. No, because
just
he's
give him
not
the
being
dragon's
nice.
eye. No, you know what?
I promise I'll give him the dragon's eye, but we have to be out of here. I want to protect my friends.
He's
and
rich
get my-
enough that he doesn't have to be nice. You should know as a rich person that rich people don't have to be nice, okay? Let's just give him the eye and we'll go.
I will give him the eye once my friends are safe. And you, Philomena.
It's about now when you hear a big crash from the entrance to the
I forgot about this.
maze, and just a person just flies into the room and smashes on, just slides across the ground, obviously very beat up, and through the doorway walks this tall, imposing, bald figure with blue lips trailed by several armed guards. And Damodar looks at you and says, well, look who we have here. Are you ready to give me my map?
No.
Well, look what we have here. Fucking edgelord.
And I'm going to still beside Brolbera, slip him the portable hole. And then I'm gonna cast Shatter
And that's what
on
we're at.
Damodar.
That is where we will end the session this night.
No! We just started!
Should I roll damage?
No.
We are at the end of time, right?
Yeah,
we got-
yeah, no, we are.
Aren't we? Don't we have 15 minutes?
We need to do wrap ups
Minute.
and stuff, and
Oh yeah. Can I please roll damage on Damodar?
you may roll damage on Damodar.
I also hope that this starts a huge fight.
Some demo damage.
Oh! I rolled some damage. That is 19 thunder damage.
What's your save DC?
Oh, yeah. 14.
Okay. Okay, well, that is still the end of our session. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Of course, thank you first and foremost to the Greyhawk channel's Patreon supporters and Twitch subscribers.
I thought you
they
were going
make-
to say thank you to me.
Why, thank you, Moth. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you do. You're wonderful, and you're the brightest star in a dark world.
True.
Thank you.
Where was I? And where am I? Where's my list? Where did my list go? Oh no. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm sorry. This is my fault.
No, it's fine.
Oh well, my show now.
Oh, do you want to do the sponsors? Shout out the sponsors.
Let's each pick a sponsor. Hey, Cantrip Candles, everybody.
Yes.
They are really, really great. And if you like pine, a walk in the woods is something else. If you like what's my other one?
These guys are way better than I am.
The library scriptorium. These are things that will, if you want to use all of your senses when playing Dungeons and Dragons, make sure you visit our friends over at Cantrip Candle and you use the code that Kika is going to give you to get something. Maybe either way, go there, get all of the candle needs from Cantrip Candle and illuminate and make your world smell better.
You are able to get those coupon codes that were mentioned on our private Discord server, which I believe you can join by, there's probably a link below the stream.
You know who else is great? Is Mistress of Maps, Devin Rue.
Yes.
Quality map maker, awesome human being. And we're really thankful that she sponsors the Greyhawk channel and that you can get cool, I think also discount codes on the private Discord.
Yes, at rueinc.com is where you can find Devin Rue's wonderful maps and other such miscellaneous items.
You know what else is great?
What?
Dice. I love dice. You know where you can get some dice for not very much money? Tabletop Loot.
Yes.
And did you know that you can get some discount codes and deals? Probably, I think.
Yeah. If you go to tabletoploot.com and enter Greyhawk, that's one word, Greyhawk, in the coupon code box, you can get 15% off your dice order.
Well, I'm going to be going to do that.
Yes.
Because I don't have a problem.
This show is supported by Roll20, and all our games are powered by Roll20, the world's leading virtual tabletop. Just world's leading virtual tabletop. It is the best virtual tabletop there is. It actually is the best. Like, I want to actually sincerely talk about how good Roll20 is and how they make playing online actually possible for a lot of people and got me into actually playing a lot of games online.
Like me, a certified Australian.
Yeah, and try it out for free at roll20.net. And last off is our final sponsor. Heroic Maps is our official battle map sponsor. You can check out their library of more than 300 maps on DriveThruRPG. And that's all the sponsor shout-outs. So let's shout out these players, these wonderful players.
And our next sponsor is going to be some kind of dynamite company, obviously.
Well,
sponsor Zanlin.
Moth, why don't you tell us about yourself first then, where we can find you online, how you doing, and all that jazz.
Hello, I'm Scarlet Moth. You can find me at that Scarlet Moth on Twitter. I'm an artist, cosplayer, D&D lover, shitposter, sometimes an eco-terrorist every Monday. So that's Zanlin, by the way. I've also just relaunched my Patreon, so if you want to support me, then you can go to patreon.com/Scarlet Moth, because I'm poor.
Aren't we all?
I was going to say big mood. Big mood.
Mood as hell.
The biggest mood.
Next we'll swing on over to Gnome.
Hello. Thank you for having me. It was so great to play with everybody. We had everybody here.
Yes.
This is fantastic. My name is Gnome. You can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram over at Gnomedic. And I do a lot of TTRPGs on various other channels, one of which is actually not happening this week because the new seasons I believe all on Encounter Roleplay start next week. So I run a Tales from the Loop game there, and we are going to be continuing our Season 2 now into Season 3, where we switch from Tales from the Loop to Things from the Flood. So I can kill people now. And
Oh, no.
excited! Yeah, it's going to be so good. You can also catch me on a podcast/stream called Rise of the Demigods, which is a group of all LGBT players and characters in the world of the God's Fall setting.
It's very good.
Yeah, I enjoy it thoroughly. It's actually pretty good. You should totally check it out, hashtag humble brag. But those are the two main big projects that I'm part of right now. I'm probably forgetting something, but I don't know. I love you all. Thanks for having us.
You're also a kobold.
Yes, I do Kobold things, which we have a Kickstarter coming out soon. You should check out koboldpress.com/kickstarters.
And Kobold Press is going to be hosting Midgard's The World Tree Burn series season 3 in June, which is going to be great because I'm going through withdrawals. And I can't handle it.
Next up, we go to good old Greg.
Hi. Yeah, I had a great time. I really, really enjoy playing D&D anytime I can, especially one that's it's steeped in such lore as the incredible D&D movie. So this is an eye-opening stroll down classic literature, and I love it. And playing with these people, very, very fun. Have a blast, laughing quite a bit, which is always a great sign of fun D&D. Grimjack21502, it's easy to remember, on the Twitter. Tales from the Grim on the Twitch. Coming up on our Twitch channel on Thursday, we're wrapping up our community event, our six-part mini-series called The Fall of Faerun, where the Forgotten Realms is invaded by zombies that do not respond to divine magic. It is interesting. It is kind of sprung from the Kingdom and Black Summer, and I like zombies, so if you do too, check us out and see if the apocalypse is survived or not. Until next Monday, though, remember, Rarick the Great is the leader of this group. See you all later.
Any comments, Lauren?
Yeah, hi, I'm Lauren. I am JL_Nice on Twitter. I am Starving Soubrette on Twitch and YouTube. I play lots of games with my friends on the internet. You can check my pinned tweet. It's not everything's announced yet, but short version. Every Tuesday or every other Tuesday, I do a podcast called Too Many RPGs. It's a show where we talk to creators and fans of actual play about the shows they love and why they love them. Tomorrow is our 1-year anniversary episode, and why not celebrate 1 year by bringing back our very first guest, Kiana, at Kiana S on Twitter, and we're talking to her about her very exciting and groundbreaking honors thesis about live streaming Dungeons and Dragons on Twitch, and it's a very cool, awesome interview because Kiana's brilliant. Every Wednesday, I will be on my own channel, Starving Soubrette, streaming solo tabletop systems. I think I'm going to play Quill on Wednesday because I miss it, and I want to try some of the different expansions. And then not this Thursday, but next Thursday, I'll be on Tales from the Grim playing Dungeon of the Mad Mage after the zombie apocalypse is over. But what I really want to shout out is tonight, in 30 minutes, you can go to twitch.tv/Starving Soubrette for a brand new show called Half Stick of Shadows, which is a 1-to-1 romantic fantasy RPG starring me and Grant Ellis, Wise Papa Grant.
Amazing.
There will be so many ships. There will be so much drama. There will probably be lots of tears. We're starting with For the Queen tonight to build out our world, and then we're just going to go wild. So definitely check that out if you want, if you don't have enough OTPs in your life.
We can always use more OTPs in our lives. Can never have too many. And as always, I'm your DM, Kika. You can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/KikaVO, and here on Twitch at twitch.tv/Kika, that's twitch.tv/KIKKA. And every Monday here on the Greyhawk channel. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by, and we'll catch you next week. Bye.